Hello, Empowered Slacker Society. I'm so excited to be here. My name is Alyssa, and today I'm going to be showing you something that is basically going to change how you approach success forever. Before we get into it, I want to show you this picture that I created with AI, obviously, sitting on a stack of dollar bills, hanging out in the clouds. Okay, here's just a sub hack here, if you will, on showing your brain proof before it actually happens and why that is so necessary. Because when you start to see yourself at your next level, your subconscious starts making decisions to match it. I'm going to have a guide that I'm going to share at the end of this on how you can create images like this. Obviously, I'm not going to be sitting in the clouds with money, but I can use AI to show my brain next level versions of myself. And that's where we start to really collapse the time. So today, that is what this training is all about. It's about syncing our subconscious so that success starts to feel easy, it starts to feel automatic, it starts to feel inevitable. And this is what I do with my clients, how I work with them to break through these invisible barriers that we have going on in the backgrounds of our bodies and our brains so that we can rewire our subconscious and regulate our nervous system so that we can start receiving the things that we say we want in our lives and our businesses. And so this is not about working harder. It's not about adding another strategy to your to-do list. This is about rewiring our brains for success so that we stop fighting ourselves and we start moving like it's actually already ours. All right, let's get into it. This is my subconscious sync method. Here's what I have to say about this. If working harder was the answer, you'd already have everything you want. If you're listening to this, I know that you probably don't have any problems with work ethic. You know how to hustle, you know how to grind, you know how to put in the hours. But if you're in that place and you don't have the things that you want, the real problem is that your subconscious mind is blocking that success without you even realizing it. So here's the truth about your brain. Your subconscious controls 95% of your actions. 95%. So if you see things like success is risky, stressful, it's unknown, it's outside of my comfort zone, your subconscious is going to sabotage you on autopilot. So, this is why, if you've ever said things like, I know what to do, but I'm just not doing it, I'm learning all of the strategies, I'm consuming all of the things, I'm just not taking action on those things. Or why do I keep self sabotaging? Why do I keep making money? And then I get a windfall or I increase my income and then I'm right back down to my comfort zone income level. Why does success feel hard for me, but it feels, or it seems like it feels effortless for her or some other business owner? This is why, because your subconscious is wired for survival, for safety, not success. Success is outside of our comfort zones. It's a little bit risky, it's a little bit out there. And our brains are designed to keep us safe, to keep us comfortable. And so that's why if your brain perceives your goals as risky, stressful, unknown, you're going to block it. So that's where we need to rewire it. And for me, I used to think that success was about doing more content, more strategy, more hours, more hustle, more grind. And I still felt stuck. I was making good money, but it was also on the back end of burnout, of being tied to my laptop or my computer, of having Slack notifications going off all hours of the day and me responding all hours of the day, me being tied to the amount of income that I was bringing in, that if I just put more hours in, I'm going to make more money. And I did, but at the same time, it felt heavy. It felt like, how am I going to make more money? Because I'm tied to actually showing up for that money. And my wiring was I have to work hard. I have to push, I have to hustle. And that is my way of thinking of success. And so I had to rewire that. I had to change those beliefs and those thoughts around success so that I could get myself out of that stuckness. Some months I would have massive wins and then suddenly I would self-sabotage. Something would come up. That income would drop down to my comfy, cushy income level. And it wasn't until I started rewiring my subconscious, doing the things that I'm going to be talking about today, that's when everything shifted. That's when money started flowing in much easier. Clients started coming in ways that was like, how is this happening? It started to feel better. It started to feel more inevitable. It started to feel easier. I wasn't tied to this thought that I had to grind in order for me to get the results. I started changing my thoughts, rewiring my beliefs, really doing the deep mindset work, not the traditional mindset work of vision boards and journaling and affirmations and all of these things that we learn. And I did. and they worked to an extent. And it wasn't until I started doing this work, creating this method, working over a decade on this method of me testing, tweaking, seeing what works, investing, and then coming up with this method, which is literally going to rewire your brain so that you stop overthinking and you start moving. Like success is actually a done deal. So let's actually get into the steps here, okay? How to use this method in 3 steps. First step is we have to identify the resistance. We have to have that awareness around what's actually happening. So first thing that I want to mention is that your first job here is to stop blaming yourself. You're not lazy. You're not broken. We just need to start recognizing the patterns. Where do you hesitate when it comes to taking action towards your goals, your visions, your dreams, all the things on your vision board? Where do you hesitate? Where do you overcomplicate things? Where do goals start to feel hard right now? Where you have this goal, but your logical brain is thinking, how are we going to do that? How is that possible? You start overthinking it. If you're stuck, your subconscious has a reason. There's a reason behind the answers to these questions. We have to first gain awareness around this. So let's say you want to charge higher prices, you want to raise your rates, but you can't hit publish, you can't say it on your next sales call. Why? Because your subconscious sees that higher price as risky, as scary, as outside of your comfort zone. What if somebody says no? What if they reject us? What if they laugh in our faces? What if we actually do sell at that higher price and then we have to actually deliver? Hello, imposter syndrome, right? If your subconscious feels or doesn't feel safe at that next level, you're going to block it. Okay. Second step here is that we have to rewire the response. Let's talk a little bit of science before I get into these. The science behind why it works faster than traditional mindset work like affirmations. Your brain operates in 3 different states of consciousness. Beta, which is awake, alert, probably overthinking. You are likely in beta right now. We have alpha, which is relaxed, it's open to suggestion. And then we have theta, which is deep subconscious reprogramming. Again, why affirmations don't work? Because they stay in beta. We're saying, I am rich, I'm a millionaire, I am successful. And your subconscious is rejecting those affirmations because they don't feel or believe that they're true. If you're saying, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, and your bank account says otherwise, your subconscious is, no, that's not true. Sorry. So, this is where these different tools and parts of the subconscious sync method come into play. We use EFT, which is emotional freedom technique, if you haven't heard of it, to clear the subconscious resistance. So, if we are feeling in a state of fight or flight when it comes to taking action on your business. Let's say you want to go live on Instagram, but your body is saying, I'm scared, I'm freaking out, I'm anxious. You're going to find a reason to not go live. You're going to say, oh, I need to clean my desk, or I need to go and organize my refrigerator, right? If you've been in those places where you are procrastinating on things, it's because your subconscious is blocking. And we have to get out of that fight or flight. And EFT is one of the most potent ways of getting out of that overthinking state. Aside from the nervous system regulation that happens with EFT, we're also rewiring our neural pathways when it comes to our thoughts and beliefs about whatever it is that we're working towards. Then I use activated visualization. It's not just visualization, there's an activation piece to this where we're tricking our brains, where we're using neuroscience. And I have a whole section on this in my free guide that I'll be offering. But this is game changer to get us out of that overthinking place and into the action piece. And then hypnosis, right? Because we have to do this subconscious work that's happening in the background of our brains. You can bypass doubts and resistance by accessing your subconscious faster through hypnosis. And the more that you listen, the faster your identity starts shifting. Then we got into step 3 is just taking action. We have to act before you feel ready. Confidence doesn't come first, action does. We have to start taking the actions. And that is where these tools are going to help you get out of the overthinking, procrastination, self-sabotage, and into the actions that you need to take. We need to stop waiting to feel ready. You're never going to feel ready. But the more that you start building that muscle of taking action and using these tools to help you get into the action, the faster it is that we are going to get to our goals. We need to start making decisions as if we are that next level version of ourselves, and these tools are going to help you with that, tapping into that. So, what is keeping you playing small right now? If you are saying things like, I know what to do, but I'm still not doing it. Your subconscious is not convinced yet. It hasn't fully accepted that success is safe. We need to keep reinforcing it through things like hypnosis, like tapping, like action. What if I fail? The only guarantee here is that if you do nothing, you will fail. I don't feel ready. Confidence comes from doing. You're never going to feel ready, but we have to do it scared, or we have to do it from an activated place. And these tools are going to help you get into that state. Success moves when you do. Listen, this is the cheat code. I guarantee it. This is the missing piece. If you feel like there is a missing piece here, this is it. Because the people who make success look and feel effortless out here in the online streets, they're not grinding harder. They're not second guessing every single decision. They're not waiting for that right moment. They are rewiring their subconscious to work for them and not against them. They're changing their beliefs. They're changing their thoughts around things like more money, more income, more clients, more cash flow, more confidence. You get to do this now. Your next level is, she's not waiting for permission. He or she is not waiting for permission. They're waiting for you to move. So let me ask you this. What if you stopped questioning and you just started acting like it's already yours? Because newsflash, it is. It is already yours. And so if you want to take this a little bit deeper, I'm giving you free access into my private community where you're going to get a taste of this subconscious think method. I don't just give you the neuroscience and the how behind it, but I give you the actual protocols, is what I call them. The library of EFT sessions, activated visualization, hypnosis sessions. We actually do live EFT and coaching inside of there. All of this for free. We do fun challenges and games, and there's just a community of women who get actual results from the free stuff that I give. Here's the thing about it. You can't do this alone. If you are second guessing all of these thoughts and beliefs and actions that you need to be taking towards your goals, I guarantee you're going to stay stuck. So come get support, come have fun, come get a taste of it, come try it and see how it starts working for you and in your business. And just to mention, you also get access to that AI future self blueprint that I talked about at the beginning, where we can start creating AI generated images of your future self. Couple that with this method, I guarantee that you are going to start rewiring your brain and your subconscious mind faster than ever. So go ahead and click the link wherever around this video, and I hope to see you in there. And I'm wishing you all of the success in the world and hope we can stay connected.